D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I'm coming at you today with a Star Wars and Obi Wan Kenobi story. I just want to say though, before I get started on this, well, I was looking for stories for my Sunday video. And I ran across this one. It's 2 days old, but I wanted to read it. You know, this is from MovieWeb. Before I do start reading, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and it sucks for small channels like mine. So we always are getting pushed to the back of the line. It's no good for us. But I ask that you please like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. Now, let's get started on this. So again, this is just more about how Lucasfilm and Disney just doesn't care about, they don't care about Star Wars. They only care about the IP. They like the name of Star Wars, and they just want to take characters and they just want to crap all over them or change it, make it whatever they want. And you Star Wars nut huggers are just going to lap it up. You're just going to lap it up and everything instead of questioning it and be like, no, this isn't continuity appropriate. And so Ewan McGregor has admitted that Obi Wan Kenobi was originally about Luke Skywalker. And of course it was. They did a little bait and switch on us the whole time. You know, they made it look like it was going to be Luke, and then they had Leia in there. And it made no sense. It literally made no sense. Go back and watch that. It makes no sense. But they don't, like I said before, they don't care about, if you care about continuity in any way, shape, or form, it's impossible to like this show. It's just impossible. So let's go ahead and read through this article again from MovieWeb. And it says, while Obi Wan Kenobi surprised many by being a series that was centered around Kenobi and Leia, that was not always the plan. And there was a script, some scripts before this, like they had that show locked down, like it was all done. And then they changed it 100%. They just went back to zero and they started over again. All right, so it says it is well documented that Disney Plus series Obi Wan Kenobi started out as a potential movie trilogy before it was later developed into the show it became. This weekend, Ewan McGregor revealed that when the original movie idea was still in contention, the plot was focused on Kenobi and Luke Skywalker rather than Princess Leia, as the series did. Because it makes more sense. Leia didn't know Obi Wan Kenobi before the Death Star, and even then, she still didn't know him. It made no sense for her to know him because he gets blown up, or he gets sliced and diced, and goes off into, Jedi heaven. And she just sees him, off in the distance. She doesn't say anything because they don't care. Anyways, all right, let's get back to this. Okay. The change seemed to come while the movie was stuck in limbo after the poor box office performance of Solo, a Star Wars story in cinemas, which I say that failed for two reasons. One, nobody was looking for that. Nobody wanted that. They just made a Solo movie. Two, it sucked. It was no good. And three, fans not going to it was a little bit of a backlash because they of Last Jedi. They were all like, no, I'm not going to support this. At the time, right after Last Jedi, this movie flopped. The parks were not doing well. They just put out Galaxy's Edge. It was not doing well. And the toy sales were down. So, I mean, so Solo tanked, okay? Lost money. And the chance to tell a longer story on Disney Plus came up. It is probably fair to say that everything worked out for the best. No, it's not. Who wrote this? You're a little idiot. Anthony Lund, you're a little moron. Worked out for the best. Yeah, if you're a Star Wars nut hugger, it worked out for you. But if you're, a classic Star Wars fan, not a Disney Star Wars fan, it didn't work out for you at all. And I'm sorry, a longer story on Disney Plus. You're telling me a trilogy, a movie trilogy is less time than a 6-episode series? It sounds like the same amount of time, dum-dum. Oh, man. Read your own article. Mr. Lund. Anyways, Obi Wan Kenobi brought Ewan McGregor back to screens as the Jedi for the first time in almost 2 decades. While the series did briefly feature a young Luke Skywalker, very briefly, he was certainly not the central character that everyone expected before the series premiered. As McGregor explained, though, it was only a moment of inspiration that saw the focus switch to a young Leia instead. Inspiration, yeah, bad inspiration. Maybe you shouldn't always follow your inspirations. During Fan Expo Boston, McGregor said, "Boom, let's see what this little idiot said." Okay, it was going to be a story about me and Luke. It was always going to be that, and that was one of the genius moments where everyone went, "Wait a minute," and then changed it. No, I'll bet you it was Kathleen Kennedy that said it. I bet you said, well, why did instead of him going off with Luke, what if he gets the dog? I bet you she said something stupid like that. That's the beautiful thing about how passionate Disney's, Lucasfilms, and all of us are. No, you're not. Stop it. You collected a paycheck. It was a shit show. I did a whole review. I did breakdowns of each episode. It was nonsense. I did a season 1 review. You can check it out in the iCard section. It was all nonsense. Everything. It was nonsense. Who are involved with it is from the beginning is we try really hard not to let anything of the bad just to protect your experience of seeing it for the first time. I think it's really cool that Disney and Lucasfilm care so much for the fan experience. No, they don't. Stop saying that. He's just saying word garbage now. They really want you to have 100% experience 100% experience the first time you see it. And if you've read that and that leaked and this came out, it's just a bit of a shame, isn't it? It's like looking at your Christmas presents before Christmas. See, I'm the exact opposite. I want to know beforehand. I hate surprises. So that Christmas Day analogy sucks because I used to sneak in and I used to unwrap my gifts and then I'd rewrap them. So I knew what I was getting. I loved it. And then says Obi Wan could get a second season. Let's read that real quick, but I'll talk a little bit more about this. This is so annoying and obnoxious. Okay, so it says, although Obi Wan Kenobi was planned as a limited series on Disney Plus, the fan response to the show has potentially gained McGregor another outing as the Jedi Master. Please, God, no. While there is also the possibility of Hayden Christensen getting his own Darth Vader spinoff. I mean, that would be more interesting, but not under the hands of Lucasfilm, Disney, Lucas. It's going to be Kathleen Kennedy has revealed that discussions about Kenobi's future have been ongoing since the series aired, and another adventure would really rely on there being a story worth telling, she previously said. There isn't a story worth telling. You're just going to make one up that's going to be dumb. Mainly because everybody came together and had such an incredible time. Ewan had an incredible time. Hayden had an incredible time. So certainly, it sounds like Moses Ingram didn't have an incredible time. She apparently got so much hate. So certainly, from that point of view, everybody involved would love to see this not end. But we have to really spend our time asking the question, why would we do it? If we were to decide to do anything more with the Obi-Wan character, we'd have to really answer the question, why? That's an excellent question. And the answer is, you don't know, so don't do it. Anyways, now for fans, relive Obi-Wan Kenobi's return to Okay, so you can go check that out. Yeah, I mean, of course, listen, I read the original movie / TV show, because it was supposed to be a TV show before. Because it was supposed to be a movie, then it was supposed to be a TV show, and they had the scripts and everything, and then they had to change it. And I had read it all took place on Tatooine, but it was about this other Jedi that was on Tatooine that was posing as a sand person. And then Obi-Wan was all like, hey, you're putting these people in danger because you're, posing as a sand person or some crap like that. And then that Jedi maybe was the bad guy. I can't remember all of it, but there was another Jedi on there who was going to be posing as a sand person, which is in the comics. I don't remember. It's been so long. But anyways, this, of course, they did a bait and switch because Kathleen Kennedy doesn't like men. Disney Star Wars doesn't like men. They didn't like Obi Wan Kenobi because look how crap they did him, and it was just a bad show. I hope they doesn't get a season 2. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, that is the article. That's my video and everything. Tell me, what do you guys think about this? Does it surprise you that it was originally supposed to be Luke Skywalker and they flipped the switch? Or they subverted our expectations because that's all they know how to do now over there at Star Wars? Or did you like, were you like, oh my gosh, was it really supposed to be about Luke? And then what did you think about the show and all that stuff? Tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I will see you guys on my next Star Wars video. You guys have a good day. May the force be with you. Bye.